What's up, everyone? Welcome to Lake Chad. We have a very interesting, awesome looking game here that I'm super curious how this is going to go between two very top players. We have Chef over here in the north playing as the Portuguese, his main civilization, and one he's very good with. And we see one of his classic tactics right off the get-go, killing all these ostrich. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already dead on the ground. I kind of understand that with these ostrich. I mean, I think he does it with most animals, just so that they don't run around and you have very, very minimal walking time with your villagers. But with these guys in particular, they do wander quite a bit. So you know, you don't lose too much with that there. Let's see what he's gonna do with this explorer. Looking to get a 75 wood treasure, which would be very nice. This is a bit of a water map. There are no flags, and immediately before we even introduce our other player, let's go ahead and do that. This is Frontline playing as the Inca, and he has his explorer out here on the map. Oh, just not quite close enough to steal this treasure, but very interesting opening from him, going with one concha house and a dock. And this looks, I think it's like oh man, if he could have got that treasure, that would have been huge. But he's still chopping for wood, so he's gonna make another fishing boat. That's quite a lot of gathering time, so very interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, other than to say it's a little bit questionable. And he is still yet again gathering. Oh, I wonder if he can grab this wood treasure with a fishing boat. Is that possible? Let's see. Yeah, they would be able to, but it's quite a bit of, I guess, sailing time in that case. But if he does see that and realize it, that would be a nice little pickup at some point. But yeah, it looks like he's going to go for... Oh, and he is. He's heading that way. He doesn't need to send both of his fishing boats, but he's going to do that for now. 95 food, that would be helpful to grab. Looks like he converted one of those guardians, and he's going to pick up that treasure right now and queue up one more fishing boat. So quite an interesting opening from Inca. I don't know if I've ever seen this. I don't know if he's ever done this or if he's just trying something, but he's got his other scout at home base. He's got his llama there as well, another wood treasure in base. So he might end up having a pretty decent age up time, and he can always go with the fast age, which would give him I mean, this would be a very similar type of opening as to Hadanasani, so maybe that's what he's kind of going for, something similar to that. And he can eat some of these livestock if he wants to. Where is that llama? I saw it around. Maybe, is it exploring still? I don't know. Maybe he already started eating it. But either way, he's about to be up. Let's take a look at his deck real quick. Land AA. So he's got some native cards in there in age 1. Anything super unique? I don't think so. He's going to go with the Messenger of the Fast Age. He's got a lot of age 2 cards, age 3 cards as well. Concha houses can be toggled to wood. Faster units. And it looks like, okay, maybe like a Boomy deck. 2 TC, 8 villagers. He's got some late game cards as well. And picking up 80 coin there, looks like. And oh, he's gonna, I think, go for the scouting, Inca scouting party. So he aged up at before 345 with the shipment available. So that is, yeah, actually very, very nice opening. Let's go take a look at Portuguese Chef cooking. What's he cooking away over here? He's got his trade post that he went for, and looks like he's going to go straight for a FF. His deck has the TC Trickle, Town Militia, Eco Theory, lots of economic shipments for the late game. Cigar Roller, Sustainable Agriculture, Economic Theory. He's got Advanced Arsenal as well. A lot of unit upgrades as well. So he's going to be set for late game. He edged up with 2 villagers and 2 semi-fattened cows. So looks like going to be a very standard fast fortress. Second TC going to the back, securing another hunt and coin mine, silver mine. And he's got some elephants already herded a little bit into the base, so that's very nice. Yeah, 1 villager out there doing that job. And looks like he's going to be up very quickly to age 3. So what is Frontline going to do to combat this? He does have his community plaza now with the llama on there, getting just over, well, kind of close to, in between 1 villager and 2 villagers per second. Gather rate. He sent 600 wood maybe twice. There's that Inca scouting party going to take out that trade post. But other than that, not much aggression. I think he just sent, yeah, just to 600 wood one time and should be getting that next shipment very soon. He's adding in more fishing boats, up to 4 now. So Ezekiel's going pretty good. He's going to add in 2 more concha houses for a total of 4 at this point. And they're going to get that trade post down, some more XP. Curious where he goes from here with this build. What is he going to opt for? 2 war hut travaux for with 15% more hit points. That's going to give him the ability to secure some of the map, and still can go either way. It can go into some H2 play with that card, or he can go up to Fortress Age. So he's going to use these spearmen to kind of just keep that 3rd TC in base, or potentially deny it. I don't think Chef's going to get too aggressive with it. He's actually going with the marksman, so that's the 6 Castador age up. Not going to do the fast age in this case. He does send 700 wood, so he wouldn't even have a shipment available if he went for the fast age. So makes sense to go with the Castador, and as you see some aggression from your opponent, you get some units out there. So Chef utilizing this 700 wood, adding in a market, getting hunting dogs and placer mines, adding a stable in the back out of the vision of his opponent. I like that. I like that choice for that location. So it looks like Frontline's going to send the 700 coin here after the 2 war huts. Oh, they're at home, actually. So he's a little bit scared of a potential... Does he see his... Okay, he does see the 2nd TC. But I guess he's still just afraid of a bunch of all-in pressure from Portuguese, which sometimes you do see that with the Halbs and the organ guns, the 3 organ guns. But I think he's going to be just fine. He is still quite a ways away in terms of food to getting up to the next age. But he does have... No, he does not have placer mines. He does have hunting dogs. The coin is now on the floor there. So 600 wood, 2 war huts, and 700 coin. He's got up to 7 fishing boats now. Gathering slightly worse than a villager on... well, around a villager on berries. So it's not bad, but a little addition to the eco. Can't really complain about that. 7 extra villagers. Chef using that wood still, getting steel traps. He's a little bit housed here, but he is putting on some pressure with those Castador 5 Dragoons that he made out of that stable, and now sending the 8 Halbs. So actually Frontline calling this pretty well, expecting some early fortress pressure. And I think that's actually, with these Halbs coming in, these 2 war huts, if they were forward, could have been under some significant pressure. So it's going to be very safe back here at home. And these Halbs... Oh, they did arrive. Oh, the 3rd TC went over here and he sent them to that town center. Okay, so pretty safe defensive town center placement from Chef at this point. And he's going to be struggling for wood. Okay, he's dropping a house real quick, getting just 2 Dragoons out. He needed to sell some food there to continue the batch. But looks like he's going to slow siege some concha houses while Frontline is aging up, getting spirit medicine for villager. I believe that's damage, HP, and line of sight. But double producing jungle bowmen from his war huts. And these guys are they're decent. The poison helps out against units like the Castador because they have that armor that gets ignored by the poison. So looks like he's actually gonna trade decently in this fight, because if you can back up from the Halbs and not take some damage, you can get some free shots in there and poke away at this ranged unit composition. So for age 3 units versus age 2 units, he's getting some very good value with these jungle bowmen so far. I'm trying to think. Yeah, they do take the poison even. Okay, I thought for a second you had to send this upgrade to double the poison duration of effect and increase its damage. Okay. Increase their damage. Okay. Yeah, so they are getting cut through that armor with just the H2 jungle bowman. So pretty effective against Castador. This one's going to go down, right? Yeah, there it is. So, yeah, really getting some amazing value with these jungle bowmen. And even tanking with the plume spearman. I mean, you don't have to fight and push this far out. Maybe that's a little bit of a mistake, but overall getting some solid value. Taking out some goons here. Can I get another one potentially? Yeah, but Halb's going down on this side, so a lot of different fights and micro going on here. But I think overall Frontline's doing a pretty good job. Elite jungle bowman coming in now. He's gonna get another couple goons, and yeah, these guys are pretty strong at this point. 17 range, 8 Vils coming in, and then 2 TC wagon. Wow, so this could be like a really late game kind of a boom off. I don't know who this would favor. I know Inca is pretty solid late game civ. Ooh, that one gonna go down from the poison. A regular shot will take him out. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. We got 40 total villagers. We got how many concha houses? We got 9 of them gathering about a villager on berries. So close to 50 villager eco. Ooh. Yeah, these bowmen, I mean, if they're going to be in range, they can make it. They have the same speed, so Castadors are quite a bit more expensive. I think you don't really want to take that trade unless you just need a little bit more units to group your units together, then you could really start taking fights. But Elite Chimu can do pretty well here with not many goons. This will be very interesting to see how long this poke continues from Chef, who's himself up to 50 villagers now, but with 3 TCs, he's going to start surpass. Well, you know, as I was saying that, I was recalling that the 2 TC wagon just came in for Inca, so they're going to be on very similar ecos, and going forward, it's going to be pretty much depending on who is more efficient at keeping their TCs pumping away. You do need a good food economy, which Inca is currently struggling a bit with, but we do have a Chincha Raft coming out, which is pretty strong. I think they've been nerfed over the years, but oh, they can pick up some villagers here potentially. Some Halbs in the back. Man, Chef is just not like letting up at all. He's really pushing, and this is a pretty low HP unit, this boat here, but doing some damage and tanking a little bit. So far, it's been worth it. Probably needs to heal up. You don't want to lose that. But we do have a very big switch to Chimu coming in, and Chimu support 20% more hit points. These guys are going to be pretty solid for a basically a cavalry switch. These Halbs trying to find something. They will eventually run into a TC. But how many Chimu do we have? Oh, he got a little raid here. Let's see. We got just 5 right now. A batch is oh, we got 3 after selling a little bit or buying some food. But yeah, food is starting to run out a little bit, and these Halbs are waiting right there. Very nice and smart placement by Chef to realize the next resource that his opponent was going to need, and he might get a couple of hills just for that. The placement of those Halbs. Trying to... Oh, yeah, he's going to lose 2. Frontline was trying to drop one off and save the rest, but ended up losing 2 Vils there. Probably not a third here with these jungle bowmen, but it's going to be... Could be close. Oh my gosh, it's very close. Oh, good block there. Good block. You like to see little things like that. All right, Chef still shipping military units. Does he have any upgrades sent yet? No. So I'm kind of questioning the 5 goons here. He does have the organs on the field, but I think at this point you already have 18 goons. I would send an upgrade. Dragoon Combat's probably a better choice here, but maybe he's going for this timing right now. And it might just be enough. A few extra units, a full extra batch is what I was trying to say. Might just do the job. And here we go. Oregon's gonna get some good shots. Positioning. Oh my gosh, the amount of units that went down there was insane. Yeah, and now you start looking at these 23 goons instead of the 18. You realize that not only are they that much more stronger as a group, but body blocking, keeping the units away from the organs could help out quite a bit. So I think Chef is on the push, and Frontline definitely on the defense and looking like he's in some trouble. He did get that Chimu support, but he just showed all those Chimu. And I don't know, economies are going to start running out of food, safe food. I think Frontline's in a really tough position. He's going to send probably this... Harakas. This could be very interesting. I mean, Harakas are very good against Cazadors because they're going to do siege damage and bypass that ranged armor. This villager needs to get canceled. So, yeah, and they obviously also do cancel the organs, so they're a really good overall unit against Portuguese. But can he get enough, and is he going to lose too much economy before they come onto the field and actually have a solid impact? I don't know. Ooh, the raft coming into play here again, but he needs to get back out. And he's training another one, so this could actually be an amazing surround here, potentially. Real quick before the fight starts up, we have 52 eco for Frontline, 75, about to be close to 80 for Chef. He seems to be rolling a bit, and he's got more of the map. So here we go. I think this fight is about to be underway. Haraka's getting smashed by these organs, but taking one out really quickly. Second one, oh man, they're taking quite a while to take out these organs, and I think they maybe targeted something. Oh, that is just unfortunate. Organs, 2 of them surviving, and all the Chimu down, all the Harakas down, and it's just Jungle Bowmen with 2 organs still remaining. TC is not nothing inside the TC to fire at these organs. Could potentially put some vills in there and take out at least one of them, but I don't know. More Chimu in production. Are the boats cutting anything off? They could be getting on those vills, but it looks like some more Harakas going for the organs. Some more Chimu popping out, 8 of them now, and the ranged infantry mass of Chef is getting taken down a bit. Still a lot of dragoons, but almost a little bit of a lock on, I think, there. And we have melee infantry combat coming in, so another batch of Chimu would do quite well here. Might even clean up. He needs to buy some food, and he can finish a batch here. Oh, but only gets the 1 out. A lot going on here. Oh man, I really wish these rafts would be over there on that water edge and cutting off reinforcements or killing vills. That could really give him a decent opportunity. And I wish his TC was firing on the organ. But I think we're maybe about to have a fight again once these... Where are these Haraka? They're way over here, so it's going to take some time for them to get over there. If he can buy and build another war hut, he could get another double batch of Chimu and maybe take a really good fight. Eco's looking a little bit better. Oh, he's saving for the Inca raiding party, and this could be a great pop here. I like the thought. This one organ might just get a ton of value. Okay, finally spreads the Jungle Bowman, but we have the snare by the Spearman. Haraka's going to look to take out that organ, and now it suddenly looks like a really good fight for Frontline. The retreat is on, and the pull trick might just save a bunch of these Cazador. How many do we have? 16 here. I really wish these rafts were helping out a little bit. But yeah, man, it looks like Chef's eco is just insane right now. 90 vills and eco theory coming in. The snare from the Haraka. Do they range snare? I don't recall. It looks like they're still snare. Maybe there's a Chimu there. But taking out some Cazador, but there's still... the remass is going to be solid, and Huss are now in queue for Chef. As some of the resources are starting to run out. He's going to have to start switching to mills, which he is doing now. He does have the first upgrade, Sea Drill, already. Veteran Huss going to be coming in as well. And the rafts are finally heading over to the edge of the water there, and they're going to try to do a little bit of damage. But might be a little bit late. I don't know if Frontline has what it takes to come back in this game, as Chef is looking like he's on a roll with his favorite Civ. And Frontline not paying attention over here, losing a Vil, but hiding the rest. Yeah, maybe there's a window where Port starts switching up to mills and estates, but I think Inca is going to be in the same boat, having to do just the same thing. So we'll see where we can go from here at Frontline. I'm not too optimistic about it, but some nice little... This is what I was talking about earlier. He's killing at about three, I think, Cazadors for free, just with the gather point, the rally points. That's what I was trying to say. As that fight was taking place on the other side of the map, it's really difficult to remember to rally your troops somewhere over here and then bring them back to the main fight. So if they can be pretty impactful if we have a similar situation as we did the last few minutes in the fight in the base of Inca. But it looks like, wow, Chef is already at 99 bills and already going up to Industrial with the Tycoon. It looks like he's hiding this heavy Hussar switch, which I always like. It's one of the things that's a bit more common at the higher level. But when you do it really effectively, a hidden composition switch can be it can be game ending, really. So I think it's going to be really impactful here. He might even wait for Guard Huss. That might be waiting a little bit too long when you could just probably push when you have the mass advantage, but we'll see what he goes for. He's even making Culverin to take out, I guess, the rafts on the shore, which might be a little bit of an overinvestment, because there's not really, I mean, that's really the only purpose for them, I suppose. But we see some houses going down along the shore, making some use of these rafts. And counter infantry rifling coming in, even though there's not really a lot of anti-cav. Oh, but the bolas are being produced now, which are really good units, especially against cavalry. And they have that range snare effect, which could sometimes turn fights pretty heavily. 71 vills now for Inca. So, and Argarian Ways, I believe that was coming in. Oh, looks like, I don't know if Chef wants to take this fight. Is he waiting for another upgrade? So these upgrades are going to come in free now. That's what that last card was from Inca. Agrarian Ways. For whatever reason, I've always called it Argarian Ways, but yeah, I've always been bad at pronouncing, as you know. Chimu using their maneuverability to get into position and try to snare all this infantry frontline going in, trying to get in before the guard techs come. And Bolus Warriors are making contact. The Huss count, let's see where it is. They are guard Huss now. There's still over 10 of them left. And I don't think it's going to be enough from Inca to really punish this age up. I think Ports is in a great position. Yeah, they're coming out on top of this fight pretty easily. And maybe that guard Huss. Wow. Look at this eco. Look at this economy from Portuguese right now. This is absolutely insane. 5,000 food. Oh my gosh. Even if this fight was lost, you could tell just how much the Portuguese economy has taken off. It's absolutely ridiculous. Second factory is coming in now. And this is a situation where against Portuguese, you kind of feel like, okay, you traded decently. You didn't get destroyed in a fight when your opponent had some guard units. Maybe there's a chance you come back, but and then you look up at the score at this point and you see just how far away you actually are, and you know the factories are coming in. You might not know that your opponent has almost 5,000 food, but that's what Portuguese can do. So that Eco Theory, that is the only economic card that he did send. So yeah, I mean, that's just the power of 3 TCs early in the game, being able to get all those villagers out. It looks like Inca is not going to be lasting too much longer in this game, I don't think, unless there's some type of insane pop here. Some Bowmen do come. That looks like that was an upgrade card. And some Chimu popping out as well. But I really don't. Mason Q? Yeah, I don't know. You never know. Could be some. But again, it's about, if you win the fight, what's behind it for your opponent is just incredible eco. These Macemen are being produced over here, so they're not going to pop on Castador or anything like that. So, yeah, this is looking pretty over. And there's the GG frontline falling to Chef on his Portuguese. And like a hybrid map, not a straight up water map, but I don't think Chef plays too much water anyway. But an interesting little bit role reversal with Inca going for some early game water. Maybe just testing out some builds or strategies. I like the thought process. I like the trying something new. It didn't really work out here. I mean, I don't think it hurt him too much because he was still able to fast age and get up by 345. But when you look at the I guess the overall game plan, trying to outboom Portuguese. He did have a nice thought as well, going for the 8 villager shipment and then 2 TCs, but it was probably just a little bit too slow. And obviously you have to pay for that. You have to send those shipments. That's quite a big cost when Portuguese can just do that as an age-up bonus. They get those TCs for free. And you can just see the villager count just rising for Portuguese and the eco graph as well. Though Frontline did have that a little bit closer than the Vill graph. But at the end of the day, Portuguese, when they're not pressured too much, are just going to go crazy economically. And Chef doing his thing, cooking it up with his main civ. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.